What is going on, everybody? We're back at it again with another MediaMix podcast. Today, we're doing it on the new The Kingsman, which is a prequel to the previous Kingsman movies. And real quick, Happy New Year. We hope everybody has some great New Year's resolutions coming up.
Happy New Year.
And let's introduce ourselves real quick. So I'm Jack. To my left is...
I'm Vicky.
I'm Zach, the big kahuna.
I'm Nick. Hi.
I'm dead inside.
And this is MediaMix.
I'm also Nick.
Because this is the first podcast of 2022. Doesn't MediaMix have a New Year's resolution?
Get 1,000 subscribers.
More
That's
steamy
a
hot
bit
men.
High.
That's a bit high.
That's it. No, that's what we have to get to.
Yeah.
That's our goal.
All right.
That's
I think
a great
it's a pretty
goal to
doable
have,
goal.
actually.
Well,
Jack
I think
is
that's
Viewers, that was
mad.
your job.
Jack is mad because
am I mad about?
we missed posting that we had 69 subscribers.
Dang.
That
What
was
are you
pretty
doing, man?
At least we got to 70, and that's great. And we also got 1,000 views on our Arcane, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. So we don't know what we did on that podcast that made a crap ton of people listen. If you people are listening now that all watched it, if you want us to do something else that you want us to do,
Any upcoming movies, any past movies that you like,
TV
let us know in the
shows.
comments. We're more than happy to do them. We want to do movies that you guys suggest, so let us know. Seriously.
because we need help. This is
I mean,
hard.
We don't really need help. We just like
Some of
suggestions.
We have not been born with the golden chops of Markipliers in order for us to
Chops.
get all of these wonderful viewers who have viewed us. We don't get that unless we all change our name to Markiplier. We're not getting those views. So
I'll
please
be,
help
We
us.
love you, Markiplier.
Okay. So, if we all had a Markiplier version of our name, I think mine would be like Nicketplier. What would yours be?
Probably Nicketplier as well, because his name is also Nick.
Crazy. I can still use Mark.
Yeah, you could. You could be like not Markiplier.
All right, let's jump into the actual movie that we're reviewing today.
Vicky Plier, Jackaplier,
Okay, cool.
Zackaplier. Okay.
just cut him out. All right. So,
It's gonna be a giant sensor over my voice.
The Kingsman. What'd you guys think?
It was a great movie.
That was really good.
That
You
was
said
really
it
good.
was mid.
I thought it was
You
mid.
said it was
Jack
mid.
hated
How
it,
dare you.
I didn't.
bro.
No, I did not hate it. Don't put words in my mouth.
Bro, I asked him how it was, and he was like, "It was mid. It was just kind of boring." And
Yeah.
I was like, "What the heck is wrong
I don't
with
know.
you?"
I enjoyed the previous two Kingsman movies, so much better than this one. This one was just boring in my opinion. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. There was a lot of stuff that like really wasn't terribly realistic in it, and
Realistic?
Whoa,
Like
I mean-
what?
a movie. Unrealistic.
I mean, you got to keep it somewhat realistic. Like, come on, like the scene where
What about
he's-
like?
Well, I guess
I think-
if they're
What
trying to
about
be
the actual?
historical.
What about?
Well,
what
can I-
other
can I give a-
Kingsman
can
Like
I
it
give
has
an
to be
example?
more believable.
Give it
Is that
a-
what you're trying to say?
Can I give an example? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they could have when the scene where he jumps out of the plane or whatever, and the parachute goes off, and he's like stuck on the side of a mountain, and then he puts the knives in his shoes and like uses them as like, like a pickaxe kind of thing to like stab into the ice and climb up the mountain. That's unrealistic. As soon as he would stab
What do you mean?
as soon as he would shove his foot into the ice, the knife would just slide back into the shoe. So that's like out of the picture right there.
Maybe the
The dude-
handle of the knife goes to the back of his shoe.
No. He was gripping the knife with his toes.
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay, the man just has really
That
strong
made
toes.
sense.
Then.
He had to
Okay.
really
Man
grip
with some
toes.
Half of
He's
the
like
movie-
he's like the foot model.
No, okay. Half of the movie, the man is literally. I keep saying the man, but it's the Duke guy, Duke of Oxford. He like
What
when
did I
he's
do?
when he's like shimmying up the mountain kind of thing, where he has like two hands out in front of him and like his feet on the other side of like
Yeah.
the cliff or whatever. He's like shimmying up. That's so unrealistic, dude. This man, like, after he gets like punched once in the face, he just can't walk because his leg gives out. So you're trying to like you're expecting me to believe that he can like shimmy himself up a mountain, which takes an immense amount of strength to do. Up a icy
Wait,
mountain.
when did he get punched so that he couldn't use his leg?
Huh? I'm saying in every like fight scene, I say punched, but like he'd get like kicked or like knocked down or something, and he's like barely crawling over to grab a weapon or when he finally gets up the mountain, he's fighting the big bad guy at the very end. When he's on the ground and they're both on the ground, and he's barely like crawling over to grab the gun or whatever, like that classic scene where their gun is like a couple feet away from both of them, and they're both like trying to shimmy over and grab it. And then the guy picks up, he's like, I got a grenade, screw you, throws it. And then after he's crawling on the ground with like no strength at all, he just conjures up the might and the power to just automatically stand up, grab a big metal shield and hold it in front of him, and they get blasted out of the barn. Like, it just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't add up. Like,
Hey, that happened in Nobody, don't you remember? He got the shield and like protected himself from the claymore.
That's
at the end.
No, yeah, I'm not denying the fact that you can protect yourself from a grenade from a big metal shield, but I'm denying the fact that he was able to, after barely being able to crawl to pick up a gun that's 2 feet away from him, automatically get up, grab a big chunk
Well,
of
to be
metal,
fair, he had
and
the
hold it
wind
in
knocked
front
out
of
of
him.
him.
Huh?
You ever had the wind knocked out of you, Jack?
Yes, I can still move when I have the wind knocked out of me. You just can't
Can
breathe.
you?
He was just trying
Yes.
to catch his breath.
I don't think you've ever
No.
really had your wind knocked out.
I think he was just a little tired and didn't feel like getting up in that moment. Okay.
So
Didn't
he was
feel like-
taking a little
didn't feel
break.
Oh, yeah.
He just wanted to like sit there and wait, okay, for his moment.
So,
Okay.
in your opinion, the other two Kingsman movies were more realistic than this one?
Yeah, how
I think
the
they were.
fuck is your logic like?
I think they were. I thought they were a little bit more realistic.
In Kingsman 1,
Yeah.
people have chips inserted into their brains,
And then they
That's-
blow
and then
up.
they explode into rainbow confetti.
Right.
You think that's realistic?
At least it's fun.
Yeah, I mean,
But is it realistic?
it's more realistic than the fight scenes in this movie.
I thought the fight scenes in this
They
movie
were
were
dope.
great.
Great.
Yeah, I
They
didn't.
were realistic.
Okay. I'm not saying that they were bad. I'm just saying it didn't make a lot of sense how they took place.
Dude, like, what do you mean the way they took place?
Like, what I just spent
It's
the
what he
past
just
2
said,
minutes
yeah.
talking about.
I
How
mean,
the
I
guy
will
is like,
say,
So, like, the
guy's like 60 years old. He's gotten shot in his leg once, and like anytime he gets like kicked in the leg, he can't walk for like a good 5 minutes. And then you expect me to like believe that he's just an excellent sword fighter after he's like gets knocked
I
down.
don't
and is-
understand. Like Rasputin, like licked his leg wound.
That was
and
so
then he's
funny.
like,
I don't think
I
you're
could
really
use it
supposed to
again.
understand that
so
shit.
weird.
No, that was so
Colonel
funny.
Orlando was just like, this is all a bunch of malarkey. This ain't gonna work.
The entire time that was going on, Nick was like sitting with his knees, like he was holding onto his legs, so uncomfortable. I was like, dude, what the?
Yeah, I would be uncomfortable too if a
I just thought it was
big
funny.
burly man with a large beard and mustache started
thought-
licking my thighs.
I thought it was so funny.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Orlando thought it was funny too.
That was so weird.
But
That
it was
scene.
just like the
But how does
noises they
leg
were
work
making.
after that?
I don't know.
I don't think it did.
I guess it just does.
Because
you know.
Rasputin was a he was a priest.
I mean, to be
think-
fair, in
I think
Kingsman
the adrenaline
2, right?
started rushing through him, and then also the combination of the cold water.
No, did you see the scar? The scar like looked better afterwards.
Yeah, it did.
Did it?
But
No,
this is
I didn't see
this
it.
is
No, it
what's
did.
to be
I didn't realize
expected
that.
from like this franchise. I mean, in Kingsman 2, Galahad survives because they put gel into his skull.
Yeah, because that's
And
like
stop the
that's
bullet
like
from touching his
advanced
brain.
that's advanced like technology.
But is that
stuff.
realistic, Jack?
Sure, for advanced
Could you-
technology stuff.
But
like-
has that ever happened in reality?
No,
is
because
what I'm trying to
it's
say.
future advanced technology stuff.
Okay, but
This is from the
in the
past.
past,
Yes.
and this is voodoo Rasputin magic. Why can't that be a thing?
I'm not saying it can't be a thing. I'm just saying, based off of the performance of him in other fight scenes, it just doesn't make sense. Okay? It
Listen, pal.
Oh my god.
I think this
I-
is just preaching to like the choir, or in this case, like the echo chamber of like Twitter or Reddit or something like that.
Don't piss Twitter off. Then they'll find you.
Yeah, Twitter will come after us. Let's talk about the action, okay?
Are we
Because I
not
feel like
doing that already?
no,
I think we just
we're
were.
talking about how believable it is.
Okay, well, then I would like to say that I feel like Rasputin's fight scene did go on a little
Top.
longer than it had to.
No,
It was so cool,
it
though.
did not. It was top tier.
Did you see him like dancing through the
that
fight?
was so funny.
He was
Yeah,
just
I
doing
mean,
the
it was-
like,
Where he was like in
Russian
the middle
ballet.
of the
He
table,
was
like,
literally a
spinning
ballet
around in a
He was doing
circle.
like the Russian ballet.
I didn't say it was bad.
It was so dope.
but it was like
They have very good
they
fight
ended up just shooting.
choreography.
Yeah,
him,
they
and It's
did.
like, why didn't they just bring a gun to assassinate him in the first place?
Well, they did.
They
yeah.
did.
Well, then it
Yeah,
wouldn't
that-
be interesting, and it would be a shitty
Yeah, that
fight.
did seem a little excessive. Like they're like, all right,
Like,
we're gonna
okay,
get him
don't,
in this room.
Don't go in. He doesn't sound like he's in trouble. Why don't we just walk in and pop a cap in his head?
Exactly.
That's like saying, oh, in Tenet, in the scene where like
I didn't bring it up.
in the scene where David
boy.
Washington is fighting his his inverted self, why didn't he just shoot him in the face? Huh?
He tries to.
I didn't watch that movie.
Why didn't he just take a couple steps back and just pop him in the face?
I'm sure he's tried to.
He does that. He does the gun thing. Fuck you for bringing up that movie. But like, I don't know. They have good fight
so many things
choreography.
could happen, but why would something boring like just like I'm just gonna shoot Rasputin in the head instead of just them like actually duking it out?
Okay, but
having a cool
realistically, let's think about it. For
realistically,
All right, you
some
shut your
movies would be
mouth.
ruined
No,
if they were
shut
realistic.
your mouth.
Let me
No.
speak. Let me speak.
Fine,
Okay.
go on, sir.
All right, their elaborate plan to kill this man is they're like, all right, let's seduce him because he likes men. Like little boys. Didn't he like little
doesn't?
boys? What he said?
Does Rasputin
they
in real
said
life
his
actually like little
reputation-
boys?
In real life.
I don't
Not
know.
in real life.
I don't
Just
know.
look-
They said his reputation was like, oh, he likes little boys
Yeah.
and stuff. But then he was like,
I
do you
think-
really think my reputation is like that or something? And saying it wasn't, or I don't know.
I'm not sure. But
He was
anyways,
It was
like, I
very
think your
unclear.
They
son
seduce
is
him, but then
trying to
they're-
fuck me.
yeah, their master plan is to just have him eat a pie that has poison in it when he could really just like get him in that room and then like
Well, it would be kind of
That was
noisy
violent.
if they
too
shot
Kingsman.
someone at a party and everyone hears it.
well that's what they ended up doing in the end. The girl
That's why
busts
they
down
left.
the door and they're like, "What do you think they're
She
gonna do?
like
Go back to the
shoots him and
party?"
she's like, okay, guys, it's time to go.
Okay, I don't think they were just gonna like, I don't know, wander back onto the party like, oh, let's have a good time after we killed Rasputin. for
Where's
eating
Rasputin? Oh,
No.
he's napping in the other room.
The only real bone I have to pick with this movie is kind of the main villain surprise twist at the end.
Yes.
That is the only thing that I'm kind of like, okay, like, how did he constantly leave his country to go
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
that giant cliff place and have these meetings with these not
Yeah.
world leaders, but
The kind of
People
the time
Spies.
skips do not make
Spies.
sense in this
Yeah.
movie. I will agree with that.
I will say, the death of the son caught me off guard.
Yeah.
caught me off guard,
Holy
too.
That
shit.
did.
Like
Yeah. I was
I-
not expecting that.
I looked around because I went and saw it a second time with Zach and Dylan, and dude, I shit you not, when I looked around, I just saw jaws dropped throughout the entire theater, and I was
Yeah,
like,
well,
that's the reaction they
I
were
was
going for.
I was totally expecting a kid to die. Like, he's like,
I was
especially
expecting
when
him to die too,
I was
because like
expecting him to die from the beginning of the movie.
I
but,
was.
like-
Wow,
When he
really?
went to war, I'm like, okay,
he went to
he's not
war.
coming
This
back.
kid's done. He's dead.
It seemed like he was I don't know. It seemed like he was gonna be like one of the also living on founding
Yeah.
members of
Yeah,
the
that's what
Kingsmen.
I thought was.
That's
gonna
why I was so
That's what I
happen.
thought,
surprised.
too.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna
like-
because the thing he had in his hand was like key information to like,
Mhm.
and I thought that, I mean, obviously was a key plot of the story, but I didn't think they were gonna
What a
kill him.
horrible
right
way to
away.
Right.
die
Yeah,
too.
it
Literally
was so
died on his
tragic.
side.
Because he made it through all of like
Yeah.
the hard shit, like walking through no man's land, like first going into no man's land and having the whole fisticuff fight, and then coming back out with the guy carrying the information. It gets into the trench and then some guy just shoots him because he thinks he's a spy.
That
Yeah.
was cool though.
That hand fighting
Which
scene
one?
was so
What
cool.
was
It
The
was
scene, the
sick.
scene where they all put their guns down and they pull out the knives.
Yeah,
And
that
That was good.
to counter your argument about how unrealistic this movie is,
Okay.
that is a pretty believable scenario. I mean,
Where they
because you're
pull out
not
their
going
knives?
to, yeah.
Oh, no, I'm
'Cause
not-
you're not
I'm not saying
gonna
that wasn't.
shoot each other. in
dude,
no
I'm not
man's
I'm not
land.
saying the entire movie was unrealistic. I'm just saying there's a lot of things in there that I saw that was pretty unrealistic. in
But
my
I
opinion.
think there were a lot of very believable scenarios in this
Sure.
movie, and that was a great. Like, that fight was so cool though. Like,
it was.
Conrad was like in X Games mode in that fight.
It was pretty good
It was really cool.
until like they just. I love
Until
how, like,
some Scottish
three-
prick popped him off in the head because he thought it was a spy.
Yeah. But like 5 seconds into that fist fight, it seemed like the British side was like already losing like a bunch of people. There's like it seemed like what was it? Was it like a 10-on-10 kind of thing or no?
It was 6-on-6.
6-on-6.
Yeah.
He could
seemed
have
like-
just not died though. Like, if he just
Oh,
said
sorry.
his actual name
I know, right?
That's true.
instead of trying to pretend like he's someone else.
Do you think it was
Yeah.
justified the
Like-
guy like kind of popped him in the head
No.
because of that? No.
Even
I
if
mean,
he is
maybe.
a German spy,
He
you
did try to
can-
impersonate his friend.
Yeah, exactly. He tried to like say like I don't know, you're in that situation and you're like who are you? And the kid's like I'm Nick Sonkskin. And you're like
No, the fuck you ain't.
You're not Nick Saxon. Like, I know Nick Saxon. You're not Nick Saxon. And then would you be like a little suspicious? And then he like holds a thing up that looks like I guess a German thing.
Symbol, yeah.
German symbol. And then he's like, and then would you not get a little suspicious? I'm not justifying. I'm just saying, like, would you not be like pretty sus?
It's pretty sus.
Pretty sus about that.
Yeah, I would, but I
they did
wanna
a good
kill
job
him.
of communicating like how suspect Conrad was in that situation.
Yeah, and I don't
mean-
know. Conrad wasn't really doing
He wasn't
much
thinking
to.
it through.
Yeah,
It's kind of poetic because the machinations of his father are what led to his death.
Yeah.
Because his father, like, it was even said by the nanny in the very beginning, what you fear most will eventually become reality. And what he feared most was his son seeing war and dying.
Yeah. He held on too tight. He
Yeah, he held on.
his
Well, I
promise
think-
to his wife of never letting his child see war kind of got to his head, and then he just never let him do anything.
well,
Well,
I think he was gonna join regardless if his dad wanted him to or
Yeah.
not. So
Exactly,
that
yeah.
probably would have just taken place anyways.
And also, I think it worsened too from him being like, "Please never let him like go on the front lines."
yeah, where they tried to get him to come back or like
And
kind of
that
station him
just-
back home.
backfired even more.
Yeah, I mean,
But
it was rough.
can I just say,
It's rough, buddy.
It's rough,
I would
buddy.
pay Ralph Fiennes. Is that his name, Ralph Fiennes?
Yeah,
The guy who plays Orlando.
Yeah.
I would pay him $1 million to just do like an hour-long ASMR video where he just reads poetry, or give a
Yeah,
hour-long eulogy. Because this man, the way those scenes where he read the poem and gave the eulogy were so like fucking satisfying to listen to him.
Was that in the end?
That was before he was going off to the front line.
Oh,
And he
right.
He wrote him a poem and he was reading it.
Oh.
He's such an eloquent speaker. Like, I could listen to him speak for hours in a monotone, like, voice with big words that I don't understand.
I didn't really understand who he was like throughout the movie. Like, he's the Duke of Oxford. Like, what exactly does that mean?
A
Like,
duke.
He has
Yeah.
high social status, probably.
Yeah.
I'm
His
just.
high social status.
I
in
guess I
Britain.
just didn't really pay that much of attention. And
Money.
is that what it? Because like he's like treated as like royalty kind of.
Because he kind of is
Well,
royalty.
yeah, exactly. It's high social status with
Or he's like a nobility. Or his
Isn't-
ancestors
isn't-
were a nobility, I
Isn't
think.
Duke mean you're part of the royal family?
I didn't pay attention that much.
Okay, well,
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
entirely
I don't
sure.
know how the
I think
British
Duke.
government works.
I think Duke means that you have some kind of connection to like the royal family.
I
If
mean,
anyone in the
obviously he knew
comments
them.
'Cause it
knows
was-
how the government in England works,
Yeah,
please
because it
let
was
us know.
King George in charge, right, of England, or
King George of
it
England.
was King George, yeah. So
real
I
quick,
think
Guys, well.
Duke is a male holding the highest hereditary title in the British and certain other peerages.
Okay.
I understood half those words.
yeah,
Me
I still
neither.
don't know what that means.
But
Okay,
hey,
so-
if Ralph Fiennes read that sentence, I would just be
up.
ogling. So
Oh, what the fuck?
So did you guys like the actors who played the characters in this
Oh,
movie?
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I thought they suited them really well.
They
They
were
were all
all
really good
very
choices.
good looking.
Mhm.
dude, they
The
had
only one
so
I
many
disliked
like.
was the guy who they had as Hitler at the end.
I
He
thought
looked nothing like Hitler.
Was
I
that
kept
the end
saying he
credit
looked
scene?
like Adam
Yeah.
Driver.
I don't know why, but we just didn't stay for the end credit scene. We thought, I don't know, I was just like, that's only Marvel, bro. They don't have that, and just left.
Me and
What's-
Nick almost missed it.
Yeah.
We started getting up and walking, and all of a sudden, like it like flashed on the screen. We were like, oh shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea. What was the
can't-
end credit scene? Explain to me. It was just
It was
teasing World
literally,
War
it was,
II?
no, it was one of the guys who was talking to
It was Lenin,
Lenin,
and
he's-
Zemo.
and it was I was talking to Lenin, and then
Mhm.
he was like, "This is your equal, or this is your counterpart."
Wait, who's
and then
Lenin again?
The
Vladimir Lenin,
the leader of
Bolshevik.
Russia.
Oh, right.
Oh.
communist revolutionist.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, who is that?
Do you not?
I don't
watch
know history.
Did you not watch history? How dare you not watch?
He
the
did a
History
lot of
Channel?
like iconic things that he was known for doing, like holding the paper.
Oh, listen, I don't like history.
Also, his giant head,
So do you think the
What?
next movie is
his
gonna?
giant bald head.
So do you think the next movie is gonna be a? If they do another Kingsman, which I
They
think they
will.
might. Yeah.
They
Most
set it up
definitely.
for another one.
Is it gonna be where it left off on this one, or is it gonna be where it left off on
It's
the
gonna-
newer?
It's gonna be a sequel to this movie
World
Okay.
War II.
because
Yeah.
I thought they'd make another like a third Kingsman that's like
That's what I-
actually the third
yeah.
Kingsman.
Mhm.
Mm.
That's what I
End
wanted.
credit scene just is basically just like World War II now.
Call of Duty.
I'm fine with that though. They got the kid from Kick-Ass. So
I know. I kept on looking at him, and I was like, he's
I
also
was
from.
like, man, I know this kid from somewhere. He's also Quicksilver.
He's also Quicksilver. He was also in. He was also in Tenet.
He was in Tenet?
Wait, who?
Yeah.
Man, we
Wait,
can't
who are you talking about?
escape Tenet.
Sorry.
Yeah, the only guy I
Well, who was he in Tenet?
recognized was Zemo.
He
and I
was
don't remember
the-
actor's name.
He was. I don't know. I'll
Zemo.
tell you later.
You tell me
Was
later.
was the guy was Zemo? Was he like a part of the? I mean, obviously he was a part of like the bad guys. But was he at that table ever?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, he
was.
was.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize that.
He lived. He's one of the last remaining people from that table.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people at that table that we didn't really see in the movie
Yeah.
that much.
Because most of them died.
No, like, because we just never saw them, didn't we? We saw
They all just they
Most of
died.
them were
we saw the
like-
blackmail lady.
Yeah.
Saw the killer, the guy who killed the Duke,
Mm-hmm.
Franz Ferdinand. Rasputin, of course. Zemo. There were like 2 other people there that we never
Lennon
saw.
was there.
Lennon was there?
Mm-hmm.
at the end.
He was.
No, in the beginning when we
I'm-
first see them all at the table.
He might have been.
He's not there at the beginning because someone else was representing Russia.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah,
then there
yeah.
was an American representative.
Was that DuPont?
That was the blackmail lady. That was the American lady.
No, there
She's
was
not
another. There was an actual American guy who was there. The one who's like in the lift and gets
I think that's DuPont.
like falls. I don't remember the people's names. There's way too many names in this, and I was just like,
Yeah,
I'm just really
please
good at
don't,
history.
Like, crap on us in the comments because we don't know everything.
I'm
because,
probably gonna
like,
get crapped on because
I'm sure we're
Except
gonna
me,
get
though.
crapped on 'cause
I
my
know-
rant.
I know
I
everything.
just didn't care enough about this movie to care about every little detail. You know what I mean?
I'm the smartest person at this table. Fight me, comments.
What the heck?
You'll soon find out that that is a lie.
they'll
Um,
soon find. Never mind.
They haven't already figured it out.
They will soon find out.
So I do have to appreciate the kind of like how do I put it when they were sitting in the carriage and he took out his umbrella and whacked the
Smack
Yeah.
the
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 bomb.
grenade or the bomb or whatever back.
Yeah, Conrad's in X Games mode.
Yeah, but that was also done in the like original like Kingsman movie, right?
Yeah, they had so many parallels in this movie.
Was that done in the original?
It was
I'm
also
pretty sure.
done in real life.
Yeah, I mean
Baseball.
But
He got a bomb thrown at him and he missed.
any what?
And he missed. Like the
In real life.
original,
In real
like,
life.
the guy who tried to assassinate him threw a bomb at him and missed, and then later was sitting at just a random coffee shop, and they literally passed him again, and so he just pulled out a gun and shot him.
Are you for real? That's
Yeah,
what
that
happened?
is
Are
what
you
Just like in the
happened real
movie.
life.
I mean, I had no idea. That's crazy. What the heck?
Yeah, he was just sitting at a random coffee shop, and they happened to just pass him. He's
And then
like,
go down a wrong
Oh.
alley and then
Yeah. Mhm.
bop.
That's
Wow.
insane.
The
Here's
this,
Oh, you
I was gonna say the scene where yeah, there is a lot of parallels. The one scene where the dude's fighting with the umbrella.
Yes.
The Duke's in the interrogation room and he fights with the umbrella. There's one. The second one is where they shoot the son in the head, which happened in the other 2 movies. There was a character who got shot directly in the head, like twice.
Yeah.
So
The second one, it was that cowboy guy, right?
it was the cowboy, and in the first one, it was
Galahad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Eat good.
Very good parallels. Parallels?
Also, the knife in the shoe. Like there was in the first one, they had like the poisonous knife shoe.
Jack, you don't like the knife shoe?
It's iconic. It's in every movie.
It's so cool.
Okay, I'm sure the technology made sense in the later movies, but in
Okay,
this one where he's like,
I
I'm just gonna
think-
stick
I
a
hate
knife
your
through my
logic
No, I'm
shoe.
pretty
how
sure-
since this is in the 1920s,
Jack, he was
like,
trying to climb a mountain.
technology
How else was he
is
supposed
like
to do it?
archaic and primitive.
I mean,
Okay, it literally
he
sho-
just brought like pickaxes with him and climbed up that way.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be honest, I
Modern
don't.
Warfare 2 style, but like
To be fair, I don't think he was planning on crashing on the side of the
Yeah.
mountain. And
gotta be
It's just
ready for
improvising.
everything.
I'm not
And to be fair,
criticizing
it didn't
1920s technology. I'm saying that we literally saw how he created the knife shoe things, and it doesn't work. You can't just stick a knife through a
That's-
shoe.
yeah.
And expect
Exactly,
It to
that's
We
stay
why
see
there.
it
he
perfected in the
failed.
first 2 movies.
That's why he failed.
It
He
didn't
literally had to
work.
like stop and then like climb up
Yeah,
a
but-
different way.
I don't think he was failing because because the knife shoes were failing. I think he failed just because he couldn't do it.
I mean, he did
Okay,
get up
Jack.
the cliff.
By
the
another. Okay.
Goat.
No, wait. I
Okay.
will be. I
Okay.
will agree
The way
with you
he
here.
just jumped over everything.
The way he just scuttles up the cliff just made no fucking
No
sense.
sense.
I mean, you gotta be really fit to do that.
He was.
And he's
pumping.
not. And then he
He's
gets
like-
up and
he
he's
was
like,
just
running on pure
back to my limb.
adrenaline there.
Like,
He
Also-
was in fight or flight mode.
Also, like the entire time I'm watching it, and they have the whole goat thing. I hate goats.
How do they stand on the
Goats-
side of mountains?
Well,
like
it's
that?
not. It's not that. It's more like I just don't like
how did that
them.
goat just like casually just slide down in that mountain or like shimmy down in the mountain? I was
They
like,
do that in real life.
really?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
they
that's
do.
They
crazy.
stand on
They
like
live up
walls.
on those
If-
really
yeah.
thin mountains.
If there is
They
a
live up on
cliffside
them.
with even like an 89-degree angle, right? So not a right angle, but just a
Yeah,
slight
slightly.
curve, so it's obtuse.
They're chilling.
yeah, chilling.
Sit there.
They're
Or
chilling
not
up
89,
there.
I'd be like 91 degree or something. Like they just chilling. They just sit there.
Oh my
But
god.
yeah, I was like, if I was in his situation and I got up and the goat hit me in the head, I'd be like, oh no, and I would just chuck it. Screw
Off
those
the
things.
edge with you.
Like I said before, there
Yeah,
are.
but if you would have threw that goat off the edge, then you would have died because the goat is.
Yeah, and that's what I thought. It's like, well, then he would have never gotten saved. But screw that goat. Like I said, there
At
are
least
very
the goat's dead.
there are very few animals that I agree with killing.
Oh my god.
Or there's
Care to name them?
that I disagree with killing.
Oh, okay.
What? I feel bad. As far as like for like food and stuff. Like I feel bad about cows.
They're so cute.
I feel bad about like ducks, but like pigs and chickens, fuck them.
No, not my chickens, dude.
Chickens are mean little bastards.
They're
yeah,
dope,
they're
though.
funny.
I mean, they're dope.
They give you egg.
They are dopes.
Yeah.
They're
yeah,
literally
and,
stupid.
and they taste delicious, and I will eat them.
Oh my god.
And like doves as well.
What? Who eats
Doves?
dove?
Nobody eats them, but I'll just kill them.
Why?
Have you never gotten attacked by like a swan
No.
No.
or like geese?
I don't attack. Like
Are
You know,
swans
you know how you
considered
avoid
doves?
getting attacked by a swan or a geese?
Nick is a little
You don't
boy, is the
approach
one
it.
that
You don't go
doesn't
swimming in
trust
lakes.
They run after you.
I will.
I don't
My
get
cousin-
close
approach
enough.
it.
My cousin has a story.
I
She
will
was
back
at
him up here. I've been attacked by a goose
Be the
before.
bigger man.
she was at and a freaking stupid little goose like chased after her and started pecking her.
That's her fault for being so close.
I literally
They're
kicked a-
mean.
So when I was like 10 or 12, I was at like one of my friend's house in the neighborhood, and he always feeds these geese that come to his backyard by the
Not
lake.
supposed to do that.
You're not supposed to.
No.
But thank God this takes place like 10 years ago. And one of them like kept rushing me, and he like kept pecking me in the ass, so I kicked him in the face.
So you squared up with a goose.
I squared up with a goose, man. And I ran his shit.
Also,
That is epic.
I never
Is
realized
epic.
I
Is
never
epic.
realized cashmere was made from goat hair.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I never realized that. I
That's how
thought
they-
cashmere was like something else.
Like, oh yeah, this is from that one mountain in the middle of nowhere that has goats.
Like these goats specifically live on this one cliff.
This one. By the way, is that
They
is that a
cannot live
real
anywhere
like
else.
mountain thing that was in the? Or not? It wasn't even a mountain. Just an elevated big rock
Just
thing.
like a big cliff.
I'd be
Yeah.
surprised if it was.
You'd be impressed if you.
I
Would...
would be surprised if it was, because it's like
It seems so cool.
seems so man-made.
Yeah.
How the heck did they get up there in the first place?
The lift,
Yeah, but like before that.
You climb.
rock climbing.
That's
you-
that's really hard.
Land a
Yeah.
plane.
People do really hard things.
That's what she said.
Got him.
See, why
quit.
didn't he
I
just
quit.
like?
She got me.
Why didn't he just land the plane on top of there? Because as soon as he got up there, he wasn't exactly like sneaky about him. You know, like as soon as he got up there, he kind of everybody was just like,
get alerted by the plane just flying into the cliff or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A falling plane going into trees.
Yeah,
or
they
would have
wherever
seen it
landed.
fly.
That made
over.
no sense. That made no sense.
Wouldn't it have been
is there any
easier-
like lookouts over there? Or are they just all just like,
They just
we're
chill.
fine. He fell off the side of the cliff. We're fine.
They're all fucking goats to be paying attention.
What?
I don't know.
But hey, at least this movie isn't as garbage as Matrix.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I don't think anybody watched
So-
it.
It's really bad.
Or you know what they could have done?
What?
They could have just overtaken the bottom part of it, like the lift part of it,
Yeah.
how else are they supposed to get down?
That is true.
How else are they supposed to get their
I
food and
didn't think
supplies?
about that because like
Just cut off their
the
lift.
main
Cut the
the-
counterweight.
the main guy doesn't have an escape.
No.
If you're just like
He could have a parachute.
Sure, but surround the mountain and look for
yeah,
it.
but you have to. The thing
Just
is,
starve him.
Get
wait
more
him out.
people than 3 people to go take down. Like, you'd think that, like, this is, like, the whole reason why the war is happening, apparently, in this movie. So, you'd think they would just, I don't know, like, alert more people about it and then, like, get an army and just kind of, like, take over the place. Like, where are they supposed to go? There's only one lift.
They could just like fire mortars from the base of the cliff
And I'm pretty sure a
and just shoot
parachute...
them up to the top.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure a parachute was, like, very new for its time as well.
think-
Because
Yeah.
he was like, look, it's a parachute.
When
You
we're-
jump out of a plane and pull it and you can land.
when we're parachutes, don't be on me. Sorry.
No one's talking.
When we're parachutes,
I'll talk.
What
Did
do you think
I
about
thought it was so
those?
cool. Hey, Nick, I'm talking.
They were
What
made in
else?
they were made in 1783.
1783.
prototypes.
Successfully made, though. When was it successful?
Well, planes weren't made until like 18 whatever. So
True. What were you going to say, Vicky?
Well, I got cut off. I can't really remember. Oh wait. I was gonna talk about how cool the like connections of all like the butlers and servants like they
Oh,
had
like
their
the-
like yeah.
Oh,
The
the
network.
code
Like-
names?
Yeah, or
Yeah.
the code names, but also like the behind the scene, like the network that they created. So like
yeah.
they were like all behind the scenes, and like they're the people that were never seen but always like heard things, like through the grapevine. You know,
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
thought it was so dope how they
Yeah.
did that.
I thought it was cool how they were sitting at the fireplace and they're like, we need to get to America. And they're like, do we have connections? Or he's like, get us a connection like in the White House or something like that. I'm like,
Mhm.
man,
And
that's
it's like
cool.
they went a logical way about doing it because they were like, oh well, most of the White House staff is trained in England, so there's a lot of British people in there, so
Yeah.
you can easily just boop, insert one of our guys in there.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Which
It was like
that was
very
pretty cool.
So
it was very
dope.
well
and then
done.
also, yeah, and also the code names in the end. I
Yeah.
thought that was one of the things that I thought was pretty cool. Is like, oh, that's where all the code names originated from and are like washed up.
That
and
was so dope,
reused
too.
for each agent. But
I also liked the parallel with the names of the knights at the round table.
That's what Jack
that's
just
what we
said.
just said.
I didn't
Oh.
say that.
Okay, yeah, but like
he just said he didn't say that.
okay,
I didn't
fine,
say that.
yes.
He
He
The,
didn't say that.
the
so
Knights of
shut
the
up.
Round Table, like Arthur, Lancelot,
Yeah, like how
Galahad.
Conrad's like
The
I would be
nicknames.
be Lancelot and Daddy would be Arthur and Mother would be Guinevere and you would
Yeah, I
then
liked
you
how
would
that.
be
Okay,
Merlin.
I liked how that soldier became
would-
part of it because, like,
Yeah, me too.
it was just so cool.
Wait, the soldier did?
Yeah, you know the soldier that brought
Kick-ass kid.
Conrad's letter to
Yeah.
his dad.
Oh, he's a part of the
He
Kingsman.
became a part of the
Oh, I
Kingsman
didn't-
table.
I get that's another thing I didn't realize. That's cool.
Is he British or is he American?
He was the soldier.
as an actor, is he
I
British
don't
or
know.
American? Because hearing
He
him,
played Scottish, right? He was a Scottish like.
He played Scottish.
he
soldier.
played Scottish.
But
a
he's
S-
also
Scottish
played
soldier.
like roles as like in Age of Ultron he was Russian, wasn't he?
I don't think he's very good at accents.
Or
Dude,
Slavic?
so in
He
this
does good accents.
in here, the guy who plays Rasputin, the actor, looks absolutely nothing like Rasputin in this
So
movie.
same guy. He's the guy who played Lizard in the Andrew
Is he really?
Garfield Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, yeah. He
Yeah.
just has blonde hair. Just dude
Yeah.
with blonde hair. Does not look.
I was
like
looking through.
anything
he's-
like Rasputin in this movie.
I think
This is-
he's
I'll put
epi-
I'll hopefully put up a thing of what he is.
Oh
or
my
what he
he's
looks
in
like.
the he's in the old like Christmas
him.
Carol animation. You guys ever saw that as a
The
child?
what now?
The Christmas
The
Carol
2D the Christmas Carol movie,
with the Jim Carrey one.
not the Jim Carrey one.
Oh.
No, this is the one before the Jim Carrey one. Man, you guys had awful childhoods.
I mean, don't remind me.
No, Christmas Carol always creeped me out as a child.
Which one did you watch? You probably think
Any of them. Any of
Them.
It's
The
a
frickin'
sad
scary ass
story.
part. No, the scary ass part of like him being dragged to hell or something.
That was in the Jim Carrey one.
Okay,
That
that
was a Jim Carrey
creeped
one.
me out.
You gotta
I-
watch the old one.
It looks
the
like
old
you're gonna
cartoon one.
die.
Yeah.
It's more wholesome.
I have no idea what the hell you guys.
Anyway, enough with
Damn.
childhood memories.
If I'm gonna be honest, I don't have a lot to talk about this movie.
Neither do I. I'm sorry,
We're-
but I just didn't really.
We're stretching
care
this.
for it.
We're stretching this very thin, and we have plenty of time left. So we have,
We started at 10 minutes.
yeah. So we have two options. Either we make this a mini cast,
A mini
or for the next 30 minutes.
I think a mini cast sounds good.
Yeah.
Well,
I-
hang on. What was your guys' favorite scenes from this?
Yeah. You're skipping over our main format, Schneider.
It's gonna be a wiener and say your mom, but that's really lazy.
Your grandma.
I don't know
What?
the scene where they're fighting in the no man's land.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
good fight choreography. They've
That
always the directors always had good fight coordinators
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
That scene had me on edge the whole time because I guess like things like Marvel have really ruined me because I was just fully expecting a mortar to just fall on them at any point in time. Because it's like when things get really quiet, movies have a tendency to make a loud boom at the end of the scene or at
Black
some
Widow.
point during it. And in this one, there was never that loud boom.
it's also
You
it's
know?
it's refreshing because I love movies when they have really loud like scenes with music, but it's really nice to have a scene that's just purely just like this.
Men grunting
Sometimes
very loud.
I had popcorn in that movie, and I couldn't eat it during that scene so, without feeling like everybody's looking at me like because I'm.
Not as bad as like I had a Slurpee and then I was watching. I don't know. No, it wasn't in yours. It was the day after I watched Spider-Man again, and I was like, oh no, I have to like shake it, and it's the scene where I don't think I can say that. It's the scene where one of the characters, yeah, and so I'm like, I'm there, and I'm just like,
You've become the very thing you swore to destroy. You have become the very thing.
yeah, but
you
the
swore
two
to
people
destroy.
next to me were like, we've already seen this,
Oh,
and
so-
I'm like, okay.
If you can't beat them, why not join them?
No.
Anyway, what was your favorite scene?
You're talking about. Okay, never mind. Mine was probably the Rasputin fight.
Really?
Oh yeah, that was like the. That
It
like
was
the best
so
part.
funny.
I liked when he was,
It was-
like, "You think I don't eat a little bit of poison every morning? So I
Yeah.
can become immune to this."
He
He's just
literally,
like-
we
he's
literally
like
see him
bars-
poisoning
Whoa.
himself throughout the movie. Every time we see him, he's like putting a little droplet of shit in his mouth.
Literally, when he threw up, it just. Oh my! It
That
was
was the
so
funniest
funny.
That was like
shit.
projectile.
Poison,
And then he was
It almost
Projectile
looked-
vomiting.
it almost
And then he was just
fake.
like, "Oh, excuse me."
yeah, but
It was
Two-
so funny.
what doesn't make sense to me is that like he could have like literally any other poison like and what they chose was cyanide, which I guess
To be fair, is like one of the strongest poisons.
but I'm pretty sure it won't bake into anything. You pretty much have to just like
kind of just
insert a
inject
pill.
it or lace
Like
it.
I said, bro, they should just like Han Solo there, where they're just chilling back and pull out the gun right here at your hip. I don't know if the
Yeah,
thing can really see, but you just
yeah, they can't
Penis
see 'cause
gun.
laptop's in the way.
huh?
But yeah, could have
Yeah,
done
I
that
guess.
if Rasputin was just like a throwaway character.
I was thinking
True.
more of like
Shoot him and
Indiana
kill him off.
Jonesing it to where it's like
Get
the
a
guy
rope
like
out.
pulls out a sword, he like does all the tricks, and then he's just like.
It's weird because like in movies, right? You can't just simply kill off a character
Yeah, you can.
if you're building them up to
They did in Star Wars.
like be something. Yeah, because Star Wars fucking sucks.
Supernatural.
Well,
In
'cause
Supernatural,
Okay, but Supernatural, the main
Supernatural
characters
also
die, like,
sucks.
fucking 80 times.
this isn't like the
Let's
king.
be
The
honest.
King's Man.
Right now, Cass just died.
The King's Man isn't like
I am on season
like
7.
The Walking Dead, right? Where like in
Of
the
Supernatural?
like the first couple of seasons,
So are we.
two people could just be having a conversation, being lovey-dovey, and then one of them just gets popped in the head because some random person shot them, completely ending their entire existence in the show. In this, it's like, oh, well, Rasputin is like one of the big members of this hidden like shadow agency, right? That's trying to start World War One. So we can't just like kill him off because that'd be untheatrical and uninteresting. So we gotta like make it interesting, I guess. So that's why they didn't just fucking
killing him
shoot
off?
him in the gut.
I see.
I mean, they eventually did kill him, but the way they went about killing him was more interesting. But
Nick, you got something you want to say?
Are you okay over there? You look like you're holding in a fart.
staring at Zach the whole time.
I will say though, I think he should have died after Orlando
Nick's just trying
drowned
to
him
fill
and
in the
stabbed
word
him.
count, okay?
Yeah, how is he alive?
I don't know, man. I guess he's just insane.
Honestly, I've always thought about like a situation like that. If somebody's like sitting there like drowning you, like why struggle? Just like sit there and just like act like you're dead or whatever, so they think you're dead.
I've never understood.
I think that's what he did.
Why is that not a thing in movies? Literally, like somebody will get shot and then they are like,
I'm alive and in pain.
Like if you get shot and you're like, I could probably just act dead. You could just, be, and just like, they're like, I
You got me.
killed him.
But like you're still breathing, so you can still see you move.
Yes, maybe that's what he did. Is he just kind of like played dead or whatever,
Yeah.
and then, got up after.
I don't know. They
Pretty
made
sure
him.
Rasputin and he has like 9 lives.
Yeah, they made him so creepy. It was so cool.
I think that was the point.
Yeah.
Rasputin was not that creepy in real
No,
life.
he. I don't know.
Well,
Like
have
the
you
real
heard the song?
Rasputin.
Rah rah Rasputin, leader of the Russian queen.
Lover of
It
the
played that
Russian
during
lover
the
of the-
fight scene, right?
Did it?
I'm pretty sure.
No, it did not.
It didn't play that?
No,
Or
No.
didn't play
They,
like
they played it in one of the trailers. There was an entire trailer dedicated to Rasputin.
Yeah, which made me think that he was the main villain the entire
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I thought it was too.
I was like, what the fuck? What
I
is
guess
I
they
think he
couldn't.
would have been a better villain than the guy they had.
Yeah, I guess they couldn't really show who, because it was a mystery the whole movie. Like,
Yeah,
who
but the
actual-
mystery wasn't like cool and unveiling. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's him. It's like, oh, it's
Was
him.
anybody expecting that?
It was kind of a really bad twist villain.
Well,
I wasn't, but I wasn't really like
Well,
shocked either. I was like, cool.
Well, no, they were like our British informant who found out, and I was like, oh, that means that one guy is also bad.
Yeah,
And
I
that
was like,
entire
he's a
time, I was like, he's
spy.
bad.
you-
He's a spy.
In the first scene where he appears, you can actually see his face if you look hard enough. Like you could see his mustache and everything. And he has the same mustache, like conveniently as Morton's mustache. So you could have pieced that together from the very beginning, and just completely ruined the twist they were trying to build up.
Twists in movies.
Not that it was much of a twist.
It was just like a throwaway character. That's why I didn't really care
Yeah.
at the end.
Watching it a
Twists
second
were
time though,
okay.
like I noticed in the first scene where they're at the camp, like the concentration camp, you can see Morton trying to push Kitchener into the line of sight of a sniper, and Orlando's wife gets shot instead. Yeah.
Wait, would you say that again? I'm sorry.
Morton tries to kill Kitchener at the very beginning of the movie,
said something
rather than later on the boat. You remember
And the-
Kitchener?
Yeah,
the general?
the guy who was sniping got killed by, what's his name?
He didn't get sniped.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
what-
I'm talking
are you
about in the
talking about?
beginning of in the movie.
Yeah,
they're at the concentration
opening
camp,
scene.
right?
Yeah.
People are shooting at people. Orlando gets shot, right?
Right.
Morton is pushing Kitchener into the line of sight of one of the snipers. You can like there's a cut. There's like a shot where there's like the sniper scope, and it's moving and you see Morton pushing Kitchener into the crosshairs of
Really?
that scope.
Oh, no, I
and
didn't notice
instead
that.
of shooting Kitchener, it's Orlando's wife running towards Conrad, and she's the one who gets shot instead.
Oh.
No, I didn't notice that at all.
So those people at the very beginning were working with Morton,
I
the
see.
people who were shooting at them.
But I thought Morton was like a younger guy. Like I thought
Yeah,
he was
he
like
looked younger.
He looked a little bit older than Conrad, but not like too much older.
No.
I guess he was
I
just
don't
like maybe he was like Conrad's age, like in that beginning scene, like not.
Morton?
Yeah, maybe he was like Conrad throughout. the
Conrad
movie,
was a
like
fucking
18.
child.
No, I'm saying like maybe he's like 18 years old or something like that.
Maybe or something.
I don't know.
Maybe he's like in his early 20s.
Yeah. So wow, he's been
There's not much of a
conspiring
real
for a while then.
visual age difference between like being 20 and 30. I guess there's some, but they don't really gotta show that in movies. They hardly
Right.
ever do.
Right.
So.
All right. Well, what kind of a rating system you guys want to do? Just a blurred out number.
Just blurt out a number.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we can blur out a number.
7.
7. Okay. I'll give it an 8. I thought it was a good movie.
Really?
Yeah.
So, like, thinking of things, like, in the past that you might have given an 8, you think it's really on par with them?
Like with Hill House and like Suicide Squad, yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I
think I gave
agree
Suicide
with you
Squad an
there.
8. You don't? Okay.
I think Suicide Squad was way better in this movie, and not just because like superhero.
I'm not saying Suicide Squad was worse, but they're like Kingsman is definitely on like the same level as
feel like
those movies and
On
shows.
levels of movie enjoyment, I'm not like shitting on your opinion.
No,
but I'm
no,
just saying like in levels of enjoyment, I feel like this movie was a lot less on the scale than
Really?
like the Suicide Squad would be.
I don't know. I enjoyed it. I laughed a lot in this movie. Like, did you not find any of like the scenes like hilarious?
I did.
I honestly
I mean,
thought this
yeah,
was one of the
Like,
this was the more serious
I was laughing
movie.
so hard during this
I
movie.
like the historical accuracy throughout it.
The fact
for
that they
the
were
most part.
able to take the plot line of World War One and make it interesting is or not the plot
The
line.
plot
You know what I mean?
The script of this is stupid.
Took the timeline of World War One and made it like an interesting movie. Like kudos to them.
Like
It's good.
I am kind of like if they do end up making like a World War II version, I'd go see it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd be like,
we kind of have an obligation to go see it, but
yeah, but I mean like
just
I'd
like The
to
Matrix,
go
which you
see
guys
it.
think is gonna be
Mhm.
terrible.
Probably
It got
will
like
be.
it got like a 50% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wait until you see what this got.
A 20?
All right, so I give it.
This guy.
I'm giving it a 6 out of 10.
What'd you give it, Vicky?
I don't know. I'm like, I want to agree with Nick and say it was an 8 because I did laugh during this movie, but then again, I also want to give it a 7, so I'm gonna say a 7.5.
Okay.
Okay.
Zach, what about you?
I'll give it like a 5.5.
Okay, so why weren't you like helping me out when I'm like sitting here like
I
kind of
was.
trashing on this? No, you weren't.
I
I'm
was.
like sitting here trashing on it. I'm getting
a
like
lot of the things in this movie.
then I'm getting like shitted on by everybody over here.
It's 6.8.
6.8.
What did you give it, Jack?
Oh, sorry.
Dang it!
Man, you spoiled it.
He said it first.
I spoiled it. That
spoiled
was me.
it.
Sorry. She showed it, and I was like, oh, I might as well say it out loud.
Well, that's funny. Okay, so IMDb gave it a 6.8 out of 10.
Oh my gosh!
Wow. What did
And
Rotten
then
Tomatoes give
Rotten
it?
Tomatoes gave it a 42%.
Jesus.
Damn.
Oh shit.
What did the
Yeah.
other Kingsman movies get?
Give me 2 seconds. I'll find out.
First one.
Golden
probably
Circle
does.
got 6.7 on IMDb.
Damn.
51%
Is it?
on Rotten Tomatoes. And then
That was the first one.
that was
Oh,
the
yeah,
second.
it got-
No, that was the second one. That was the second.
Oh,
that was
okay,
Golden
okay.
Circle. And then the first one got a 7.7 IMDb and 75% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
That's bullshit.
yeah, I mean, I obviously loved the first and second one. I thought the first one was better,
They
obviously,
were cool
but
movies.
the second one was like still great.
I never saw the second one. I don't think.
Oh, really? It's
Yeah.
good. You should watch it.
I like the first one though.
Yeah, the
They're
second
just
one.
really
When
Second
did
one's
the
just
second
like
come out?
2017.
Oh, that's probably why I didn't like movies that time.
But yeah, cool. Well,
I feel like
anybody
that's
else
so
want to do the
bullshit.
outro? Because I just did the intro.
I think this is the first episode where my rating of something is higher than all of yours.
Yeah.
Well, when we don't like a movie, sometimes you like it.
Yeah.
It's
When
weird
I
how that
don't
works.
like a movie,
It's not like this movie.
Yeah,
the
I
trash
mean-
movies,
It's weird.
you guys
It's
love
almost
them.
like
They're not
like the
trash
critics.
when you hate them.
It's almost like the same with the critics. Some of them don't like it, and some of them do like it. That's why the
Like,
ratings
honestly, like
are what it is.
it's very. It's. I feel like my take is very weird on it because it's like, it's not a bad movie by like any means whatsoever. I just was not interested in it.
Mm.
I don't know why. I really can't tell you why I wasn't. I just never, like, really got attached to any of the characters.
Yeah.
I thought the characters were pretty
I
good.
liked the dad.
Yeah, because the dad is.
Hey, I
Ralph
bet you would.
Fiennes. He
What
was
the
in
heck?
he's in a lot of good movies. Like he's in all the
What?
he's in all the Bond movies because he's like
I bet you
W
would.
He's supposed. It's M.
M. He's M. Inverted M W.
All right. Well,
It's set for M for mini.
listen. If you made it this far, we thank you very much.
And if you didn't,
we still thank you for clicking on this video.
Yeah.
Yeah, that if you disagree with anything we said, please let us know in the comments. You know, we love to have a little debate in there, especially on our Dune video. Everybody just start hating on us because apparently we're not like huge Dune fanatics.
Nobody hated on us.
We
How
got,
dare
like,
you?
We got like
Just
2-3
that's-
comments of people like, maybe if you watch the movie 15 times, you'd realize that the sand.
masterpiece.
You gotta understand,
Yeah,
Dune's
so-
like a cult classic for some reason. Even though like the first Dune movie from
My-
like the 80s was god awful.
My grandpa had the first Dune movie on disc. I almost watched it, but
Oh
then
my
I realized
God.
I actually
Well,
wanted to not kill myself, so
You
I didn't
spared your
watch it.
eyeballs.
Yeah.
2 hours of garbage.
I think you're set up.
So.
But
Yeah, I mean, if you're not subscribed, please do. We want to continue growing. Definitely want to hit 100 subs soon. Cause,
yeah, we're going to within the next month or so. We'll probably hit 100 subs. Super
That's
excited
pretty
for
awesome.
that. We're probably gonna do something special for that as well.
I'm pretty sure we hit like 50 likes on the Arcane videos.
Yeah, it's just crazy. If you haven't already, go ahead and drop a like. Subscribe to our channel, hit the post notifications, and
It helps us out.
yeah. Without further ado, we'll see you in the next podcast.
Guten bye.
Peace out.
See ya.